All right, welcome back to Arithmetic series. Sequences, we're talking about number, comma, second number, comma, third number, whatnot. The only difference is with series, you have an addition in between them. You're going to add up all those terms. So with arithmetic, we have common difference, so a number that's constantly being added. So my arithmetic sequence here, what I'm doing is I'm adding 2 to each of those. Sorry, I'll pop right back up to that top. And if you're looking at formula-wise and things like that, this formula, a lot like the other series one, has an S instead of an A. So whenever you see that S, you're talking about the sum, and that's how I remember that, of so many different terms, maybe the first 5, maybe the first 25. But what we need is the first term, and we need some nth term. So really, it's kind of a trick. You can't really use the sum formula without using the old formula we used in the past. And for my last video, you know that I like using that formula, the arithmetic sequence formula. If you like the other one, go ahead and use that one. Either way, whatever it means. But say this is the sum of the first 12 numbers, then I need the 12th term. So I need the beginning and the end divided by 2 and the number of terms. So let's kind of use that as a little bit of an example. So like I said, we've got S of 18. So what that means is we need the first number, and we are going to need the 18th number divided by 2 times 18. So that's where this comes into play, and that's where I need to figure out a rule for any given spot. So I'm adding 10. My backward 0 term would be 90. So my rule, a sub n, 10n plus 90. How does that help me out? Well, I'll just go 10 times 18 plus 90. So that's what, 180 plus 90. A little practice here, 0, 7, 1, 270. So that a little 18 gets replaced with 270. Oops, divide by 2 and then multiply by 18. So what, 370 divided by 2? Better yet, yeah. Okay, so 370 divided by 2 times 18. And the sum of the first 18 would be 3,330. Okay, so that's as if I were to write the first 18 numbers of the sequence out and then added them up because it's a series. So 3,330. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. Again, rapid fire. I'm going down, so I'm actually adding a negative number. So go backwards. My ace of 0 would be 13. So my rule for any given spot, negative 3n plus 13. So, side note, I need the 7th number if I'm trying to find the sum of the first 7 terms. Negative 8. So, since I'm trying to find the first 7, so n is 7. First number is 10 plus a negative 8 all over 2 times 7. So 10 plus that would be 2, 10. Okay, so that's going to work out to be just 7. Now, how is it that it's a smaller number than the very first one? Well, think about it. We're going down. So eventually, if I'm looking negative numbers out, this next one here is negative 2. I'm adding a negative 2 to it, so it's going to kind of balance out some of those positive numbers. So the sum of the first 20, so 20. And again, side note, I need the 20th number. So negative 47. So if I get something in wrong here with my arithmetic, so be it. Just kind of help me out, kind of fix the number, but hopefully you get the process and out of it. So 10 minus 47 divided by 2 times 20, and I get a negative 370. Again, it's possible because we're talking about getting a lot of numbers in there. And if these first 4 numbers are positive, then the rest are negative, I'm going to get a negative answer. So let's go with 50 for n. 10 minus. So again, I need the 50th number. Negative 137, I believe. I'm going to double check that one. Yep. So let's see, so 10 minus 137 divided by 2 times 50. Okay, so a negative 3,175. So let's go over an application here. So let's say we got a drilling company that's charging $15 for the first foot of drilling. So n equals 1 means 1 foot of drilling. It costs them $15. The next foot costs $15.25, and the third foot costs $15.50. Okay, and so on and so on. How much would it cost to drill a 100-foot well? So the price per each foot goes up by 25 cents. So there is my common difference. Not that that's going to do much, except for I need to know the 100th spot. Go backwards, that would give me 1475, I believe. And 0.25 times n. So let's go ahead and find out the 100th number. So that's 25 plus 1475. That's going to give us 3975. So the sum of the first 100. Yeah, always the first number. So the first number here was 15 plus 3975 all over 2. So 15 plus 3975 divided by 2 times 100. It's going to cost this company to drill down 100 feet $2,737.50. So that is the sum of the first 100 feet of drilling. This was arithmetic. Again, it's a little bit different from the geometric one. So just take note that the geometric one uses R, arithmetic doesn't at all. And whenever you're dealing with an S, you're trying to find the summation of them all.